Hello everyone and welcome back to Tricolor Gaming with me, Fletcher. And today, with the release of a new dev diary, I thought I'd give you all my view on the details that we heard and we saw. But before we get into that, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from us at Tricolor Gaming. So this latest dev diary was full of lots of new sites and new information, so I'm going to start with the new things that we got to see. And the very first thing is this amazing version of the San Diego park. I have to say that it looks absolutely fantastic. I love how the amphitheater looks, and I love how we get to see the return of the thatched buildings returning from the Return to Jurassic Park DLC. I think more than the buildings and the park itself though, I just love how the environment looks. This glorious ocean view with this misty city in the background really makes a change from those tropical green islands. I hope that we get to use plenty of space there, and I think I can see this already becoming one of my favourite sandbox parks areas should we be able to use it. In terms of the dinosaurs and animals we get to see next, it's a bit disappointing to see the Carnotaurus here using the same fight animation that we saw already with the Allosaurus in other videos, but I'm hoping that there'll be enough variation in the animations to prevent them replaying too often. What I'm more excited about is this guy. These marine animals don't look like mosasaurs. I think we're in fact seeing Cymbospondylus, which is a type of large ichthyosaur. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is it a mosasaur? Is it an ichthyosaur? I think it's Cymbospondylus. If so, I'm really looking forward to seeing more of it in game, and it just indicates that if it is a Cymbospondylus, that the devs are looking beyond the standardized marine animals that we could expect. I'm looking forward to seeing perhaps some more outliers that we had never heard of before. We also get to see the T-Rex once again in the San Diego park. The Rexy looks much better than the Jurassic World Evolution 1 version, but I do hope we get to see them in their Jurassic Park or Lost World skins. The new information on the skinning that we got last week, I won't deny, was a bit disappointing. I hope we do at least get the film skins for these creatures. Talking of skins, we get to see the Allosaurus in this lovely, rich, deep coloration here. I have to say that so far, some of these skins look much better than Jurassic World Evolution 1's. These deeper, richer colours really do make the dinosaurs stand out a lot more. It's not that their patterns are really decorative either, although that would be nice to see. It's just having proper colour on these guys. It's just such a nice thing to see. Later on we got to see the new high-tech veterinary gizmo in action, as they're discussing the sort of new illnesses and problems that we're going to have to deal with. It strikes me as a sort of very believable way that you'd conduct veterinary on a dinosaur, although it does also kind of look like they're just showering it down, so I hope no one dislikes the smell of wet dinosaur. We also get another great view of the amphitheater later on, and it really has been brilliantly recreated, but I'm wondering how it's going to work. Is it going to be like an attraction in itself, or is it going to be part of an enclosure? It's too small really for any dinosaur to be happy living inside it permanently. Also wondering if we get to build it ourselves or whether it's going to be pre-built for us, and if we're going to be able to build it for ourselves in sandbox mode. Those are some pretty big questions I think that would be cool to get some answers to. We also get to see what looks like a reimagining of the original Jurassic World with this massive central lagoon tank and this aviary structure. I have to say that while these large sweeping views look great, I am worried that again the space does seem a bit limited. It doesn't seem like these parks we're seeing are huge and sprawling, and it calls into question for me just how much space and terrain we're going to have to build with again. I get that not every map is going to be enormous. I don't think so far we've seen a properly huge map, so let's hope we don't have such massive restrictions like we had in JWE1. But then we got to see the new Indominus, and my, this might actually make me start liking the hybrids. She looks so much better, and it's all in the skin texture. There's actual detail there, and actual tone there, and the fact that the white is not a horrifically garish sort of matte, brilliant white, but more of a sort of darker greyish white, it just makes it look so much better. I'm hoping we get to see some actual sort of more colourful, vibrant skins for Indorex, rather than the ones we got in Jurassic World Evolution 1. And I'm also hoping that the Indoraptor will look just as good redone, and maybe even some of the other hybrids as well. I do still have my soft spot for the Stegoceratops. So what new information did we get off the devs? They mostly focused on Chaos Mode, but we did get a few hints about campaign. The campaign will have us working for the Department of Fish and Wildlife, and will see us working alongside characters from the movies, but also their original characters. I'm not too fond of Dua, Lambert or Isaac in general, but I'm hoping that they'll be used in a much better way with this original storyline that's set after Fallen Kingdom, rather than what they were in the first game, which is just a face for the divisions, which we mostly forgot about really. A big plus is the devs stating that they're moving away from making money theme park style gameplay for the campaign and more towards the idea of containment and safety. Now this sounds great in practice, but I do wonder how it's going to play out. Surely making money will have to come into it somehow, and surely we're going to have to achieve that 5-star rating, so pure containment and conservation can't be all that we do. I also hope that we do get some indication about how all these dinosaurs proliferated just from a small community let out from the mansion in Fallen Kingdom. On the whole, I like the sound of moving towards conservation rather than purely making money, and in fact a lot of modern day zoos and wildlife parks are doing that as well, moving towards conservation rather than just pure sort of theme park-esque thrills. I just hope that it's done well. Chaos Mode sounds great too, exploring alternative timelines and key events from all the Jurassic Park movies and the Jurassic World movies. Now this did make me wonder. The Lost World is obviously been handled with the San Diego park, and we can assume another Return to Jurassic Park-esque experience for the first film, but what are they going to do for Jurassic Park 3? I'm curious to see what they come up with as an alternative timeline for that movie, since most of it was just set around Dr. Grant accidentally crash landing on the island. Perhaps some sort of Doctor Wu style secret construction park thing on Sorna with the Spinosaurus and such. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm also curious if we'll get any original ideas from the devs in DLCs, not just based off the films. It would be interesting to see some more imaginative ideas that they have. Perhaps an Egypt style park maybe would be my idea. On the whole though, I love everything we've seen with the San Diego park especially so far. I really hope we get to build the amphitheatre and sandbox on other maps. I think along with the lagoons and the new aviaries, it looks fantastic as a centerpiece for any park. All in all, I'm definitely getting more excited for Jurassic World Evolution 2. I haven't pre-ordered just yet, but I admit that my pessimism is definitely reducing at very quick rates, so I don't think it will be long before I do pre-order. What do you guys think? Are you as excited? And what do you think the Jurassic Park 3 Chaos Mode scenario will be? Let me know down in the comments. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so for more news, reactions and gameplay from us at Triple Gaming. But until next time, goodbye.